Really do. That is a beautiful machine, and it's coming up. Okay, so we're going to talk next about something that is always really popular when we have it on the air, but it doesn't get better until tonight, or hasn't gotten better until tonight, because we have a phenomenal corded system, corded and cordless system for your home phone. A lot of people say, I don't need a home phone. Yeah, you do. If you have bad weather, cell towers go down, signal goes down, you lose power, whatever, you can still make those all important phone calls. But this one is really extra special, and here's why. It is loaded with all the latest features that make having a corded system that's still very mobile in your home, and here's why. This is a brand new set from the trusted name. It is, of course, AT&T. On top of that is the largest set we've ever done. You're getting the base unit. You get 5 handsets. You're also getting the 5 AC adapters to plug all the handsets in, and you get 4 charging cradles in addition to the base unit. Now, here's what makes this super popular. Number one, it's smart proactive call blocking. It won't even ring if it's going to be a scam call, which is really a great relief. Number two, you can connect your cell phone to this. So when you're home, you don't have to answer this and then run around and find your cell phone and answer that. It can connect to it, so when someone calls you on their cell phone, it will ring inside your home. And then you have the ultimate freedom as well, because you can put one of these in a whole bunch of different rooms, in the attic, the guest room. You can put it out in the garage if someone's got a hobby area out there, and always have a phone and even the cell phones attached to it. So this is a big deal to have the largest set with all the features everybody looks for when we offer a cordless, corded phone solution. Well, joining me, I think he's ready. Is Bill ready? All right, we'll say hi to Bill. Bill, welcome. Thank you. It's good to see you, my friend.
Great to see you, Suzanne. It's been a while, and that's just it. We want to connect with our family and friends. We want to be able to pick up the phone. We want to be able to hear them. So realize you're upgrading your landline set of phones to high definition audio, DEC 6 technology, and truly this is the largest set we have ever done. Normally we've done maybe 3 handsets, up to 4. 5 is the largest we've done, and the extra added feature of Connect to Cell has taken us 2 years to get this back in. And when I mean Connect to Cell, it's an Android phone, it's an Apple phone, it doesn't matter. It's 2 cell phones you can connect to this system. And as you were talking about it, you know, I love my cell phone. I use it all the time. It's expensive. That's why I only have one. So I either always have to carry it with me, but if my cell phone rings downstairs in the kitchen, it's also going to ring upstairs. So this is a great upgrade for all of us. Or I'm going to tell you something, Suzanne. I don't even have a landline, but I love the fact that my cell phone is now accessible throughout the house. And it's not just if it rings here. I can actually reach my cell phone from these handsets as well. Place a text message, ask Siri a question. So the cool part about this is AT&T gives us so many great features. Very easy to set up, which is important, and you're upgrading to better audio, better use in terms of how we live today. Because when is the last time a lot of us did upgrade our cell phones or our landlines? Most of us, honestly, we ignore that landline, don't we? Because we know, oh, it's ringing at 6 o'clock, just ignore it, it's a solicitation. But no, what AT&T does is they pre-block those calls. So instead of a robocall ringing through and you're like, hello, hello, they know we're home. Because Suzanne, for the past 2 years, we've all been home. So they've been calling us more than ever. They place billions of calls per month, not even per year. This is what happens when you set up the set of phones. And I'm actually going to show you how easy it is to set it up. I'm going to be a robocall, and I'm going to call you in the studio. And what I want everyone to realize, it's ringing on my end. It's not ringing on Suzanne's end. It's not getting through. It's being screened by the progressive smart call blocking assistant. So guess what? A robot can't identify themselves, and they never get through. If it's the mechanic, if it's someone from school that doesn't call that often, guess what? They can hit the approved number and get through. So when the phone rings, like, oh, the phone's ringing. Oh, I don't want to miss that call. Remember those days, Suzanne, where it's like, oh, I don't want to miss that call. We go and pick it up versus just let it go to voicemail. Just let it go to voicemail. The thing is, we don't want that anymore. That's why I upgraded this set for my mom, because the phone would ring, and we've had that landline for years, ever since I was a kid. We ignore it. We don't even answer it. It's like, call me on my cell phone, because you probably have my cell phone number. But truly, my mom doesn't always have her cell phone. She left it upstairs in the bedroom. She left it downstairs. So when I ring her on her cell phone, she doesn't have to have it with her. It can find her in the kitchen. It can find her in the office. It can find her where she's at. I also got one for my sister because when I call her on the cell phone, she gets crackly reception in one part of her house, the kitchen. And I can always tell, I'm like, you're in the kitchen right now, aren't you? It's like, how can you tell? I'm like, because I'm getting other word. None of that. Let me call you back and pick it up on the landline because you'll actually get better reception. Leave the cell phone where it has a good reception, but take that call and have the comfort of speakerphone and everything right here with that great, clear, high definition audio. Because truly, Suzanne, when's the last time anyone picked up a new set of home phones with high definition audio?
Right.
That upgrade in and of itself is worth it.
Well, okay, so let's kind of put this together. Now we have two choices, which is great. One of the choices is already sold out, which is good, but unfortunately I'm down to the two final ones. This is the champagne gold, and it's really lovely. It truly has that kind of expensive phone look to it. If you're familiar with those cell phones, you'll see that's the champagne gold. The other choice we have is going to be the silver, and then of course they have white accents. So you have champagne gold or silver. Now a little heads up, the silver is the most limited right now. So if you want the silver, that one is going to be the first to sell out. I think they're both beautiful. I think they look great in any environment. But here's where the freedom comes. You saw the video of the gal walking to her mailbox. Well, guess what? She had her phone with her. And even if her cell phone's still in her handbag in the kitchen, she can get that call and she's got it in her pocket. Also, how many times do you have guests come to visit and you'd love to give them a phone in the bedroom? Well, guess what? Now you can. For me, it's always, okay, is hubby out in the garage? What's he doing out there? Is he doing a hobby or whatever? And gosh, you know, I just want to get to him. It's very easy to do that just by having the system. Or if you're out in the garage, maybe that's where your laundry room is. There's tons of Florida residences. Our laundry room are in the garage. You don't want to miss a phone call, but you don't want to drag your cell phone around. You literally leave this permanently out there. And please remember, it now can connect two cell phones to the system. You have what everybody loves is that unsurpassed range. That's the next level in this set. And also you've got the privacy. It's going to block the calls. It won't even ring if it recognizes it as an unwanted call. And you can even set that to who you don't. Maybe you got a family member you just don't really want to talk to. Well, guess what? You can block them as well. So those are all, there's features on here that will do one feature in a phone system like this, or you'll get the other. It is very rare indeed that you get all of it. These are all the most requested, most top asked for features, and it's the biggest configuration. If you've got a small business and you're just starting out, but you need everybody in the office to have their own phone, guess what? This is how you set it up. Maybe the warehouse needs a phone. They've got one out there. Maybe you've got it somewhere else. This is such a great solution to affordably set up a communication systems for a small business. So certainly think about that as well. And I will tell you, the call blocking, the ease of using this, adding your cell phones to it, biggest configuration. We've got it at a great feature price with what, 4Flex and even free shipping. This is your moment to either upgrade your existing connected phone or to get this new system today. Now, my producer Brian just gave me an update. What was that? In the champagne. Oh, here we go. We started with 1,500. Oh, is that it? Oh, shoot. All right, there's only 500 of the champagne. This could be your last look. Now, another question is, will it answer my phone digitally and take messages? Yes, Doug, or yes, Bill, it does. Can you explain how that works?
Well, that's just it. I do want to show everyone how simple this is to set up. So this is your base station. Smaller footprint as well. It's your digital answering machine, which is great. You do have other features on here like smart call blocking and speakerphone, which is great. This is the one part that you would plug into your wall jack to get your landline service if you have a landline. And then all these other handsets, just plug into a wall outlet. Nightstand, next to you at the couch, in the office, out in the garage. Because yes, Suzanne, this could be an intercom system throughout the house. You're not yelling up and down the stairs. I want to show everyone real quick how simple this is to set up. Because what happens is you'll plug it in and you'll charge up those batteries. And then you want to set up your voicemail. You want to set up that smart call blocking. You don't even have to go through and listen to the directions, which I appreciate, because this is what AT&T does. They give you a voice guide. The voice guide, okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that voice guide, but it gives you that voice guide, how to set it up. Because as you were saying, it could be just the numbers that are in your directory. It can be just numbers within your area code. It can be any unknown number that comes in will not ring, which is heaven sent. But this is another great analogy for how we live our lives today. You know, Suzanne, you're out on the tennis courts and you get someone's phone number. Oh, give me a call. And all of a sudden you're upstairs and you're like, oh, I never called her back. Oh, where's the phone number? It's in my cell phone. I can access my cell phone from the landline, from the bedroom, from the office. You go down here and you press your voice button. It's gonna actually ring back to get your voice assistant on here. I'm gonna hear the same chime. Text message, Suzanne. Please tell Lori Leland hi. I just sent a text message from my landline. Can't do that. Another thing that I like about this set, do you have the teenager or that phone hog in the house that's always on the phone? You're like, oh, we got the phone, when's it my turn? Guess what? I can come over to one of these handsets and actually engage the telephone line on my cell phone. So you're on the landline, they're on their cell phone having a conversation. Very feature rich, very easy to set up, and more importantly, you're gonna be able to hear those calls again and enjoy those calls with better clarity, better range, and more features.
And I'll give you another feature that's really crazy great is it also has downloadable phone book directory. So because now you're connected to your cell phone, instead of, can you imagine how long it would take you to try to plug in all the phone numbers that you have in your cell phone? You can download your cell phone directory into the base and it'll have all your contacts. That's awesome. Plus on top of that, digital answering machine we talked about, virtual multi-line operation, quiet mode. If you don't want to hear anything from anybody, you can put it on quiet mode, eco mode to conserve power, which is great. Message counter, it's table and wall mountable, which is really cool. High contrast backlight, I mean, it goes on and on and on, guys. I got like 10 more bullet points I could have covered. The thing is, you've got your choice. Unfortunately, the Champagne's less than 500 now. I know we're really busy for it because it's a great solution. You don't have to have your cell phone by your side 24/7, and now you've got phones for basically all the rooms that you need them in. Bill, thanks for hanging out tonight. It's always good to see you.
Always a pleasure, Suzanne. Take care, everyone.
You too. Bye, honey. All right, we're gonna move on because we're gonna talk about the ultimate backup storage. Now, right now, a ton of us are paying for cloud storage. And I always wonder, where exactly are these clouds? Like, what happens if a tornado hits wherever the building is that these mysterious clouds are? And why in the